guys don't know, I create Instagram stickers or Giphs, and you guys can use them by searching my name, Grace Mandeville, or Grace_Mandeville on Instagram. I've also created a few for the charity Copperfield as well, and I'm hoping to create more for different brands and companies and charities throughout this year. So if anyone knows of any opportunities, please let me know. It's something I really, really enjoy, and I'm hoping it'll become more of a job in the future, who knows. So a little bit about me. When it came to leaving after my A-levels and going to university, I looked at studying digital design. I really enjoyed like adverts, illustration, and so I thought really hard about doing a course about that or an advertising. I've always looked at adverts and been really critical of them, and always thought about trying illustration and things, and always done it in my own time, but only recently have I decided to create some stuff for you guys. I've also created some images a bit like this, which quite a lot of people have shared around, so that's really nice. I thought they'd do really badly on my socials. So I thought I'd give you a little tutorial on how I make Instagram stickers. This is going to be quite a basic way of making Instagram stickers because, in all honesty, I will be here for hours, and I'll show you the basic skill to it, and then if you want to do it, you can just play around and take your time, because that's all I do. It's just a bit of doodling, and then I finesse it, and then I eventually use it, or I eventually don't use it. Here's some very simple ones that I've done, and then here are some more complicated ones that I've done that have taken a bit more time. I know they're not really complicated in terms of like proper illustrators, but for me, or animators, but for me, it took quite a lot of time, and I'm really proud of them. The equipment I use is an iPad, a pencil, and sometimes my laptop, but recently I've learned that I don't need my laptop, and I'll show you that and why. Let me just sign in. So the software I use is Procreate, but a lot of people use the Adobe alternative to that, or Adobe Fresco. I just started using Procreate, and that's why I've continued using it, but I like to use both programs. This video is going to be using Procreate just because, for me, it was the one that I've always used. So I start off with trying to think of something to write, and I'm actually going to recreate the first Instagram sticker I ever did, which is just the word retro. I went to search retro on Instagram stickers, and there wasn't anything that really came up. So I thought, oh, I'll try and create one. Usually what I do is I either sketch it out first on a book if it's a more complicated thing, or I just go straight onto my iPad. First of all, I just write it so I remember what I'm doing. And then I will go to try and draw it in another layer. It's important to know that this doesn't have to be perfect. You can rub it out, you can edit it again. And if you don't have an iPad, by the way, what I used to do was I would draw it, and in fact, retro, this is how I originally did it. I drew it by hand. I would scan it via an app on my phone called Capture, and then I would email it to myself and open it up on my laptop, and then I would finesse it in Photoshop and kind of like outline it again and kind of paint via my mouse on Photoshop around it and make sure that there was no like dodgy pixels, up the contrast, colour it in, and then I would animate it via there. But I have now got an iPad, so it's just easier and quicker, but you can do it by that way if you want to as well. Sometimes I still draw things by hand first, just to like plan it and things. So then once I've drawn retro, I'm going to fill it in with a colour. It's quite an easy thing to do. You just grab a colour. I've got like colour palettes already sorted that I like to use. And then you just press it and then you drag it over and then bam. For this one, we're literally just going to change the colour of the text. So I will just copy the layer that I've already got. I paste it and then I will change the text to this colour. Usually I would sort out a colour scheme. This is definitely not the colours I used. I used more like bright neon colours, but for this you get the gist. The idea is that you have different layers. So I have 1, 2, 3, as you can see here, the yellow, the green and the red. So it can change from the yellow, the green and the red. Then, this is the easy bit. I never realised this. I used to then send the PSD format via Tools, Share, PSD. I would then airdrop it to my laptop and I would animate it on Photoshop. What I didn't realise is that Procreate already has an animation tool on here. I literally learned this last week. So you can quite literally, it's on the same thing. Tools, Share, Animate, GIF. Oh wait, why is it not working? Sorry, one sec. Oh, so then what you have to do is you have to make sure that all the layers are seen. You can see this here, so they're all seen. Then you go on to Settings, Animate, GIF, and it will do it for you. So you want to make sure the background is transparent, you want to, I want to do it slower. And to be honest, what I would do first is I would crop the layer as well. So canvas, crop and resize. So I'd make sure that there we go. Because if it's too much space around it, then when you upload it to Giphy or Giphy, I never know how to say it, which is embarrassing, then it will be really, really, really small. I don't know if you've ever used an Instagram sticker and it's absolutely tiny and you have to try and make it bigger. That is why. So, okay, so we've got that. We go settings, add share, animate GIF. We want a transparent background and we definitely want it slower than that. Probably a bit faster. 5 works, maybe 4. Yeah, there we go. You can get it web ready as well, which is, oh, look. So it can go from really fast, or you can change the speed to being like slower, which is what I like. I think I like a 4 or a 3, you know. There we go. And then you can just press export and upload it directly to Giphy from there. Now, to upload your Instagram stickers, you have to be verified via Giphy. It took me a really long time, but some people get verified very quickly. When I say verified, I don't mean you get a tick next to you, although some people do. It's just to check that you've got enough stickers going on, you're creating original content. So you have to apply via the form on the website. Once you've already uploaded like 4 or 5 or more stickers that you've created yourself, and they don't include like Apple's logo or Walker's Crisps logo or Coca-Cola's or something like that, original content. And then once they verify you, then you'll be able to search your name or whatever tags you've put on the images, and then it will come up on the Instagram sticker search engine and you'll be able to use them like you can use mine. So that was a simpler one, but the ones that are more, that was a simple one, but you can kind of make it and take it wherever you want to go once you know the basic skills. For instance, here's another one I created for a Girls Can Code like Instagram sticker collection that I created. And it's one of a girl that like kind of pokes her head out of the laptop and in again. You can see it here, but I'll show you how many. So that's how many different heads I had to create and move to show the movement of the girl going up and down. So within each Instagram sticker, there's a lot more to it than what I've just showed you. But as I said, once you get the skills and things, then you can just have a play around really. So there you go. I don't know if this is interesting or not. Hopefully it was. Hopefully you're all feeling okay at the moment, considering the crazy things that are going on in the world. And if you need any help or anything, please comment down below and we can have a conversation about anything, not just this video. And I'll see you soon. Thank you very much. Goodbye.